Hola estudiantes, continuamos en capítulo 2 hoy. Estamos en página 32, 32. Hoy vamos a aprender sobre los sustantivos y el género en los sustantivos. In Spanish, all nouns, los sustantivos, have either masculine or feminine gender, el género. This is a purely grammatical feature. It does not mean that Spanish speakers perceive things or ideas as having inherent male or female attributes or characteristics. The gender of all nouns must be memorized. So it is really the easiest way to do it by learning the definite article along with the noun. So you learn el lápiz instead of lápiz. We have definite articles and indefinite articles. Definite articles are the. It refers to a particular thing, object, idea, or a specific thing. We have el or la. El is masculine, la is feminine. Indefinite articles, it refers to an unspecified noun, which is a or an. Un is the masculine and una is the feminine. We have some rules for gender in página 33. We're going to read through those quickly. Masculine nouns are nouns that refer to male beings, and most other nouns that end in O are masculine in gender. Feminine nouns refer to female beings, and most other nouns that end in A, ION with an accent, TAD, and DAD are feminine in gender. So, mujer, mesa, nación, libertad, universidad. I'm really sorry about the weird light. My house gets crazy lighting at certain times of day. I'll try to fix it for the next time. Vamos a tres other endings. Nouns have other endings and do not refer to either male or female beings, may be masculine or feminine. The gender of these words must be memorized. El lápiz, el papel, el salón de clase, la clase, la noche, la tarde. You just have to memorize it with what they are. Spelling changes. Many nouns that refer to people indicate gender by changing the last vowel or by adding an A to the last consonant of the masculine form to make it feminine. El compañero, la compañera, un profesor, una profesora. So you can see that. The articles in E to A. Many other nouns that refer to people have a single form for both masculine and feminine genders. Gender is indicated by an article. However, a few nouns that end in E also have feminine forms that end in A. And there's a chart right next to it that shows some of those. El estudiante, la estudiante. El dentista, la dentista. El presidente, la presidenta. El cliente, la clienta. El dependiente, la dependienta. So you see that. A common exception to the normal rules of gender is the word el día, which is masculine in gender, even though it ends in an A. Other words that end in MA are also masculine. These are usually words that come from a Latin root. We have el problema, el programa, el sistema, to name a few. And then in página 34 tenemos artículos. We have definite articles, el or la, versus in Spanish we only have one, the. And an indefinite article, un or una. In English we do have two, a or an. But in Spanish, the indefinite article, like the definite article, must agree with the gender of the noun. Un día, un programa, una estudiante would be a female student, or un estudiante would be a male student. Okay, the práctica A y B son muy buenas para hacer para más práctica y para aprender estas reglas más bien, si quieres hacerlo, pero no tienen que hacerlo. Okay. También en página 35 vamos a aprender las formas plurales de los artículos. So, we have un anuncio que describe cursos de idiomas en el extranjero. You can read through that real quickly. Okay, vamos a página 36. Nouns ending in a vowel. Sorry, y'all. I lost my train of thought for a second. We'll start with the sustantivos. We'll start with artículos quickly. We have el, la, or los, las. It helps me to write it out in a chart like this, with the singular on one side, the plural on the other, but however it works for you. So we have un, unos, una, unas for indefinite, and for definite we have el, los, la, las for the definite. So that's what helps me. So for nouns ending in a vowel, we just add an S to make them plural. Pretty easy. For nouns that end in a consonant, you add ES. So la universidad, las universidades. Nouns that end in a consonant, Z, change the Z to a C, and then it adds ES. So lápiz, it becomes lápices. That's to maintain pronunciation. So the definite and indefinite articles have the plural forms: el, la, los, las, un, una, unos, unas. Unos and unas can mean some, several, or a few. And then in groups of people in Spanish, the masculine plural form is what we would use to refer to an entire group of people that has both male and female in it. If it's just female, that means it's only females. So las amigas would be a group of only female friends, but los amigos could be male and female, or male. So that is how we form the plural of los sustantivos. That is all for today. I hope that you're working on McGraw-Hill daily, and as always, let me know if you have any questions. See you tomorrow.